Greetings, it's John G. Sutton. Tales from the jails. Just a thought here. Poor bastards in HMP Liverpool, Walton Jail. No water, it's been going on for about a week now. All locked down as well. No water, no heating, no flushing the loo. They're giving them 2 bottles of water a day. Tragedy that, yeah. I mean, look back when I was there, 1970 something. It was there was no sanitation in the cells. I mean, I believe that they've got sanitation now. You know, they've got a WC there. They've got facilities, but they didn't have facilities then. I mean, certainly didn't have televisions or Xboxes or anything at all like that. I mean, the problem with all these kind of things is that it becomes far less of an onerous position to be in prison than it was 50 years ago. 50 years ago it was quite a difficult experience. I mean, but to go in, and they have little regimes where you're introduced to the prison. Then you've got hostesses. Oh no, female prison officers, that's right. My mistake. Yeah, they're not hostesses, are they? Or perhaps they are. I believe that they refer to inmates as Mr. Such a Body now, and now Mr. Smith, this is your cell. Or maybe it goes something like this. Mr. Fraser, how are you today? Have you got your blowtorch? Good. Nice little blowtorch there. Have you got your pliers? You don't want to be without your pliers just in case you want to snatch somebody's teeth out. Mr. Fraser, eh? I met Frankie Fraser, yeah, when he was at Strangeways. I'd say I've seen Frankie Fraser's criminal record. All the lot of them, the full box. It was a box, it wasn't a file. It was a box, a cardboard box full from top to bottom. Quite a big cardboard box as well, yeah, with records dating back to the 1940s. Even got records of when he was put on bread and water, when he was flogged with a cat o' nine tails, and he was also flogged with a birch. I forgot to ask him when I met him, you know, which was the best? Which did you prefer? Was it the cat o' nine tails or the birch? I should have done, shouldn't I? Mr. Tricked there, yeah? But when I met him, he was wearing slippers because he was excused boots. He had bad feet. He said somebody had poured boiling water on his feet and he couldn't bear to wear shoes. He was wearing shoes when I saw him at the funeral for Reggie Cray. Didn't have slippers on then. How come? Must have been very brave, our Frankie Fraser, eh? It's all about him being a tough guy. If you held his victims down for him and nailed them to the wooden floor of a warehouse, then he was a brave guy. But he wasn't no face-to-face tough guy, because he was only about 5'2", you know. And when I saw him at Strangeways, for some unknown reason, our number 1 chief officer at Strangeways had given permission for Fraser to remain unlocked. One lunchtime I saw him walking round the landings. I said, Fraser, what are you doing? He said, it's all right that the chief's given me permission to be unlocked all the time. I said, has he? I said, well, I haven't. Now get in your cell. All right, I don't have to do that. I said, I ain't going to ask you again. I'm telling you. Get in your cell. So he went into his cell, but he wouldn't shut the door, you know. I shut the door, locked him in. Frankie Fraser. Didn't like me after that, you know. Never looked at me again. Just once, you know, turned away, you know. I don't blame him, really. I mean, I wasn't on his side, you know. I was just doing what I had to do. My job. Can't have a maniac like that wandering round the landings, can you? But his record was a sight to behold. Pictures of him as a 15, 16-year-old boy, going all the way through. And he'd been in prison. He must have done about 30, 40 years in prison. I mean, that's how successful a gangster he was. And that's the problem with that, isn't there? Yeah. It's not a way to make a living, is it? Being banged up all the time. That's where you see these people like Dominic Noonan, yeah? Strangeways, I was too tough for Strangeways, says Dominic Noonan, the prisoner down D1. That's where he was, down the block, telling everybody how tough he was. He wasn't at all Bootsy. And who was the other one? Yeah, the Chinese money box. Yeah, I'm Dominic Noonan. I'm a tough guy, really. Yeah, I'd like to introduce you. Yeah, to the school bully. Hey, he wouldn't be laughing then, would he? So that was just a little consolation there for the poor buggers in HMP Liverpool. It's bad enough when everything's working, but you see, this is the problem, isn't it? These jails were built 150, nearly 200 years ago, and they're still using them today. Rat-infested mice, riddled with cockroaches, dirty, horrible, stinking Victorian jails. They were built with cells for one man. And today, well, they certainly had 3 in when I was there. 3 men in one cell. Yeah, no sanitation, locked in 20-odd hours a day. Drive you mad, wouldn't it? It was bad enough locking and closing the doors, never mind being inside. Anyway, I'm going to read you a poem now. This is Tales from the Jails. Don't forget to buy my book, by the way. It's HMP Manchester Prison Officer. It's on Amazon. No singing, though, today. Some people prefer the singing. Some people prefer the poetry. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll read you a poem, then I'll sing you a song, eh? How about that? Right, here we go. This is by John Masefield. It's probably John Masefield's most famous poem. 2 famous poems he wrote. I must go down to the sea again, to the lonely sea and sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. That's John Masefield, but this is his most famous poem, I believe. It's called Cargoes, by the former poet laureate John Masefield. Queen Kareem of Nineveh, from distant Ophir, rowing home to haven in sunny Palestine, with a cargo of ivory and apes and peacocks, sandalwood, cedarwood, and sweet white wine. Stately Spanish galleon, coming from the isthmus, dipping through the tropics by the palm green shores, with a cargo of diamonds, emeralds, amethysts, topazes, and cinnamon, and gold maidors. Dirty British coaster with the salt cake smokestack, butting through the channel in the mad March days, with a cargo of tine coal, road rail, pig lead, firewood, ironware, and cheap tin trays. There you go, did you like that? That was Cargoes. And the song, I'll just sing it off the top of my head, if you will. Yeah, I haven't got any script for this. I haven't got the lyrics. So you'll have to suggest a poem. A song. Yeah, a poem there. I'll sing you a song, yeah. I know. This is the song that they sing at Bolton Football Club, Bolton Wanderers. I don't know all the words, so I'll have to make them up as I go along. I love to go wandering along the mountain track. I love to go wandering with a knapsack on my back. Valerie, Valera, Valera, ha 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 ha. Did you like that? I didn't think so. Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. My book's on Amazon. Just type in the name, John G. Sutton. It'll come up. There's loads of them up there. I've written loads of books, you know. Wrote for HarperCollins, Bloomsbury, Piacus, Penguin, Scholastic in America. Yeah, there's no end to this man's talents. So don't forget to get my book. Bye now.